All right, coming up next, a matchup for the UFC heavyweight division title. All right, so here he is, UFC light heavyweight champion ×2, future Hall of Famer, a man you know as well as anyone, DC, Johnny Bones Jones.
John Jones is one of those talents that when you see him for the first time, you understand that he is something special. He has a very strong mind, unbelievable skill set, and an ability to rise to the occasion. He did it from the moment he first stepped foot in the octagon as a very young fighter to his long championship reign. Some of the victims on John Jones' resume is unbelievable to have beaten that many UFC champions over the course of his career. John Jones truly is one of the greatest martial artists of all time. Skill for skill, one of the best fighters you will ever see, and very loyal when it comes to his team. He has been with Mike Winkeljohn and Greg Jackson since day one. John Jones trying to add to arguably the greatest mixed martial arts legacy the sport has ever seen here now tonight. All right, so here he is making his way to the octagon for another heavyweight title defense. This has been the baddest man on the planet now for several years, and he has taken on all comers more often than not, leaving them twitching on the canvas. Knockout power for days. The question is tonight, with a challenge like this, can he walk out the way he came in as the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world? Tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. 4 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the... You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go. Round one is underway. Very compelling matchup for fight fans around the world. And it's going to be very interesting to see how soon the grappler goes for the takedown.
Well, he's going to try to get...
Back to the feet.
Beautiful level change.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you've got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. He needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now what? Oh, that looks tight. He got it. He got it, John.
Oh, he got it done. Absolutely. He finishes his opponent by way of submission. Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this.
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer. All right, straight ahead, it is a middleweight championship fight between Anderson the Spider Silva and the American gangster, Ps5. Looking to become the UFC middleweight champion of the world, here he is, the #1 middleweight contender. For a long time, this man has been one of the best 85ers in the world, but this title fight eluded him. It is here right now. He is healthy. He is smack dab in the middle of his prime, and he believes he is the best 85er in the world and is out to prove just that tonight. Round one is underway between one of the more well-rounded fighters in this division against maybe the best grappler in this division. Going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, you would think that he would just avoid grappling at all costs because he seems to have a clear advantage on the feet. But we've seen...
Oh! Big knee.
Oh, right hand.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you've got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
All right, so there it is, the early takedown. He told everyone here during fight week within earshot that he was going to try to wrestle, try to get this fight to the ground, and had no problem doing so just there.
During their fight camp, they made a checklist, and they checked off the most important part of the fight, getting an early takedown.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Silva gets back up again.
Ooh, head kick lands.
Oh, good kicks there. The strikes continuing to pile up. 27 total strikes have landed for Anderson Silva.
Nice body kick.
Well, it didn't take him long to get a good read on his opponent. Another good series of kicks there.
He thought the kicks would be the key tonight, and they sure have been.
And potentially a critical takedown here. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
And he's out. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top. Oh, right in the mouth.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loves, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of If you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back, up on an elbow, maybe half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat. Big, powerful punch lands. Now we get back to range. Take it down, cut him. Take it down, cut him. Over and over, he's securing these takedowns.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Both fighters back to their feet now, and he landed the right hand there. Oh, huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now we need to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight. Now look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Gets up again here, but hurt. Nice job by him there to move into half guard. Not much resistance from the bottom fighter.
He's just too good in this position. Look for ground and pound immediately.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Chael's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Multiple takedowns landed for him over the previous 5 minutes.
And you know what, John? Even more importantly, look at the opponent now. He's afraid to pull the trigger because he's been taken down.
Round two here. Silva gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Gotta find a way to move those feet.
Head kick.
Strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Silva. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, got to be careful playing around inside his guard.
Absolutely, John. That's why you don't sit in a full guard. When you sit in a full guard, it gives these guys too many opportunities to chase submissions. And now he's jumping on a triangle.
Oh, massive. Oh.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, he got it back.
Oh, and that is it. Referee has seen enough, and maybe so have we. Your winner by TKO.
That was a great performance. Way to land those strikes and go and chase down the finish when you get an opportunity.
Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
And we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 30 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Anderson the Spider Silva.
And still the king of the 185-pounders. There he is, the undisputed UFC middleweight champion after the knockout tonight in his title defense. And that's got to feel pretty good. There were a lot of people backing the #1 contender coming in here tonight, but he certainly muted all of that noise and then some. The celebration is on in the corner. Congratulations to the reigning, defending, still undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world.